Graduates are not getting the dream jobs they've been applying for and been working for all their years after schooling and after being on the job in training institutions. It has come to our notice that over 50% of those who go to schools and learn towards a particular career are not able to pursue them after they are done with schooling. It is the same also for those who go into certain vocational areas, learning how to do certain jobs and learning how to become helpers to those who have these jobs at hand. It has come to our notice that though they qualify and are prepared for these positions, when the time comes for them to be employed, they are not given the chance. Instead, those who don't belong in those places and those who may not be that much experienced or that learned in that field of jobs are the ones who are given the employment. Now, it seems that people are being employed for anything that will give them the money. Speaking to one student who has expressed his concerns about such issues, he explained that though he was trained and is still training to be a nurse and hopefully to be a doctor in the future, he's willing to get anything that will give him the most quick income. He explained that as he's waiting for his dream to be actualized, he wouldn't wait for a period where money can come into his hands and let it go by just because he's waiting for his own thing to come. Speaking to another lady who wanted to be something else but yet is in an employed place doing a different thing, she expressed her concerns that though what she wanted to be was different from what she's currently doing, because she never had the opportunity and saw other people being put in places where she deserved to be, she could not wait for that time to come. So when she saw a poster somewhere where employment was needed, she decided to take the offer. When we asked her how she felt about it, she was honest and said, truly speaking, it was not her passion. She expressed how, though she was making an income from this work, she was not really joyful because it was not what she had trained for all her life. She explained that even though it may not be as much as what she hoped to get, she decided to do it because it was better than sitting idle and not getting any work at all. We also spoke to another man who was in the same dilemma. He expressed that the work he wanted to do was actually going to give him less income than what he's actually doing right now. And we thought this would have made him happy, but he said no. He explained that though what he's doing right now gives him more than what he wanted to do, because his passion is not in it, he's not happy. So I asked him, why would you not be happy when you are making more money and you are able to cater for your needs and do that which money can afford? And he explained, though all these things were possible, he felt like he had wasted all his life learning one thing which was never going to happen. He also explained that though this was giving him more money than what he would have been doing, he feels like he's in a wrong place and he's never really satisfied inside of his soul. So I asked him again, let's say you get this job you want to do and it's not giving you the amount of money that you may be needing to do those things that your life requires you to do Would you take it? Surprisingly, he said yes. He explained to me that though money was important, his passion was not to make money, but was to fulfill his dream and his desires, which would in turn bring him money. He told me that his priority was his passion first, money second, and then helping others was the last. So from what he explained, I came to the conclusion that he loved his dream so much that he was willing to neglect money just so he could do what he intended to do. But why should it be so in our modern day world where people are not getting the right places to be employed, and we are seeing square pegs in round holes? We see people who have no experience and who have no expertise, and yet have been placed in certain positions where they are not really working up to the efficiency that is being expected of them. And this happens in all sectors. We also look at how some people are not even willing to try to put in an effort to do something about their dreams. Though there are those who are unhappy that they don't have a chance to really work on their dreams, there are others who don't even care about it at all. I spoke to a young lad who expressed to me that those dreams were just childish things to him. He said, and I quote, "Though I was a child and wanted to be a soldier, though I was a child and wanted to be in the army, today is a new day and all I want is money and something to be able to provide for myself and my family." So, we also see that because of the pursuit of money and the pursuit of daily desires and the need to meet these provisions, people are willing to pat their dreams away. But should it be so? Should it be that way? That because of the unavailability of the jobs that are supposed to be in the hands of those who have trained for it, they throw them completely away? It depends. A person said it depends. Why? Because when you really take a look at what they are saying, some of them do have a point. Though it is true and good to pursue your dreams, if you are on an empty stomach, you will not be able to pursue those dreams. So, somebody also advised that what other people do, which is also a good thing to do, is to not forget the dream, but to go for anything that can bring you an income for you to sustain on. Then as you are going along in life, you are working on getting that dream to be actualized. Then I asked them, this is very good, but what if this dream you want to actualize is going to take far longer than you expected to? Maybe you want it to happen in the next 5 years and already you are 30. What if it's going to take you another 20 years because of this economy and this way in which we are in of things going one direction or the other? What if all these factors, when they come into play, elongate the period in which you are going to get to that dream? What are you going to do? Are you still going to pursue it till that 20 years comes, or are you going to completely forget it? And he expressed to me, saying that no, it might be as long as it will take to happen. As long as it happens, that is the most important thing. He expressed to me that it's not everybody who has to see their dream in their youthful age, saying that it is only a mind thing for you to believe that if your dream is not achieved between the ages of 20 to 50, you have failed. He had mentioned different examples, naming Warren Buffett and the like, who achieved a lot in their old age, and expressed his need for us to see how those things have impacted us today, and if those people had forgotten those dreams because of how old they were, we would not have the restaurants and all the technology and the innovations which we have today. But it was truly said though, because if you think of it, there are a lot of things that have become big in our days today which have been modernized, and when you look at the roots and the ways it came about, you find out that the one who had a dream was very old, some as old as 70, some 80, and even some 90. And I am wondering, why should it take that long for that dream to be actualized? I'm not saying I agree with him or not, but I'm trying to see how we are going to go about this so that it will be balanced. Because if it will take you 90 years for your dream to be actualized, though most of us are going to enjoy it, you would see it and have that satisfaction, but you may not live that long to really go through the dream like you may have wanted to. And he also told me that though that might be true, it is not worth comparing to a dream that has been completely forgotten. You see, he says, when a dream is completely forgotten, that is the end of it. You wouldn't know what it would turn into tomorrow, or what it would have prevented, or what it would have brought into this world. But on the other hand, when a dream is made to be fulfilled, no matter how old the person who dreamt that dream is before it came into actualization, it still has the potential of doing that which his generation and those after him will benefit from, and his name will always be remembered. So now, as we look at the graduates who don't get the dream jobs that they wish to, we also hope that the listeners and those in this category who are thinking of forgetting their dreams will not do so. For those who have completely thrown away the thoughts of pursuing that career that they wanted to, we will tell them to hold on. Just hold on and see what might happen in the future. We would also like to let them know that holding on shouldn't mean they should sit idle. They could always and always get something to be doing that will bring them income, and that would also bring them a certain training in areas that could even be linked to that dream of theirs. Maybe they could be working in a shoe company and making income from that. Then later, they could build their dream of making their own shoe. Instead of waiting till they are able to make their own shoe and sell to people, they could work in a shoe company and then also be learning from them. Then later, they would be able to make their own company. So, for those students who are still in school, and for those listeners who have already graduated and are not happy about how the economies and the waves in this our trendy world is not giving them a chance to pursue that which they have always and always wanted to do, we would say, have a little more patience. Don't forget the dream. Be patient. Wait for it. Hope for it. And work at it. One way or the other, if you are passionate about it, and if it is the Lord's will, it will come to pass. We thank you for listening, and we hope that you wouldn't forget your dream. Have a nice day.